give you a little anime recap. I talked about my age and how it made me angry about people thinking I'm younger than I actually am. Today, we are going to be talking about something that I am ashamed of doing. Yes, the title is true. I'm sure people have seen or maybe heard of, these type of guys before, whether it be like on TikTok, you got e-boys on TikTok, or I don't know, people posing shirtless in photos unironically. So I had tried to sort of emulate these pictures. I couldn't do video because video is you need a level of shame to not be able to do those videos. So I took a bunch of pictures. I actually don't know if they're considered like douchebag pictures, but I was cringing when I was making them, so. So, let me tell you the tale of how I got here. So, first of all, we rewind the clock back to last year. This is when I first had the idea of doing this, doing these pictures, and it was, just a small thing, and it was also just meant to be private, but now I've decided to share my journey thus far. It was also in an effort to get more comfortable taking pictures of myself, because I'm not one to take pictures of myself or taking pictures in general. And yes, you will see all of the pictures. So, this is in before New Year's. So, at first I simply started to look at myself in the camera. You have to walk, you have to crawl before you can run, or something like that. And I quickly realized something very important. It's the fact that I am not nearly as attractive enough to be doing this. So, I was about to, throw the entire operation in the trash. We'll get him next time, Snake. However, I recently then discovered something very, very important. Snapchat. Snapchat has many different filters, and some of those filters can and make a 3 look like an 8. So, using the power of Snapchat, I am back in the game. So, I began searching for Snapchat filters, which brings us to our first picture. This picture, it's very rudimentary stages. I'm covering half of my face. Makes sense. You have your little devil horns. I know on TikTok, a lot of girls find it the edgy, different, misunderstood teenage boy really attractive, so I tried to capture that. It's the edgy cringiness that you look for with these sorts of pictures. So that is the first picture. Then I took a short break because the cringe was too much for me. But I came back. With another picture with a different filter, sort of giving off the same cringy, edgy vibe that the other one was giving off. Right, and now it's black and white. I'm only covering about a third of my face. It kind of looks like I'm thinking. That pondering statue where he's resting his knuckle on his chin. It kind of looks like I'm doing that. That was the next picture. This picture is very interesting because I was going for a bit of a different vibe this time. The other pictures were edgy, cringy. This is supposed to, give the impression of a, sort of shy, ooh boy. Very different from the other pictures. Basically showing that, I'm not only can be edgy and cringy, but I also can be cringy with stupid Snapchat glasses. This next one is probably the best of the ones that I have taken. I'm wearing a hat in this one, that's new. And I am no longer covering my face, so there's a slight improvement. The filter has been used before. And this is sort of the first instance of my sort of signature move. I noticed that with these pictures I sort of default to a pose with my head. I don't know why. You sort of just angle up. I can't do it on video, but if it was in a picture, then I would be able to hold it very long. Okay, so that was the next photo, the other photo. a very, very long break. I took a break until last week's video, actually. So, we got to last week's. This, I think, is the last picture I took a Snapchat filter of. So prepare your eyes for the ugliness you are about to see. This is a very toned down picture. It really doesn't modify very much, unlike the other ones where it changes like the entire color of the picture. So there was a slight difference there. Now, I want you to prepare your eyes for the next section, as we are heading into the part where I'm no longer using Snapchat filters. So we're seeing a degree increase in confidence here. Okay, I hope you are ready. So, this is the very first picture I took with no filter on. It kinda sucks, not gonna lie. My eyes are down. Honestly, you can tell that I'm faking this. We have to go a little bit quicker through these pictures. The next picture. This is really my signature move where I angle my head upwards and then I look down. That's sort of my signature that I was talking about, and here's the picture of it. This picture is a very interesting picture because I had learned from a reliable source that girls like it when guys look through their hair, They sort of look through their hair. So I took this picture in that intention of being attractive in that sense. If any woman watching this who is still alive, please tell me if you find this attractive. This picture is a very interesting picture because it's the first picture where I really changed the location. However, this picture is in front of a heater that I have in this room, which is why sort of the light seems to be coming from one direction. So changing up the location here. Also changing up the location again. Now I am outside, so I am mobile. I am no longer contained by the shackles of my house. Still the same hood. Let's continue on. I am now laying down. So you can really begin to see that I've begun to vary the shots. I'm the new Quentin Tarantino of sort of douchebag photos. Here is a interesting set of photos. They were all me right after I got out of the shower. I had once again heard from a very reliable source that women like it when a guy's hair is wet, which is where these pictures come from. So, this next picture I took on a different day. I think this sort of proves that you need to find a right balance between how far your head picture, I think I went a little bit too far back. I went a little bit obsessed with power here, with the neckage going on too far back, just to the point where it looks incredibly stupid compared to the others. So these next set of pictures I actually took on my bed. This one in particular, I don't even know if these are douchebag pictures anymore. I mean, I imagine like a Instagram caption to the picture, this picture, of like, just woke up to like this, and then like a whole bunch of hashtags, and then a sponsorship of some sort. So I don't even know if these are even considered douchebag pictures anymore. I just started taking pictures of myself in different positions. Here is, this is a very nice picture. Now I'm bringing in props. I know, this is really getting complicated. I brought in Whale Shark Boy. Then I changed the set again to outside of my room. Yes, it does exist. Here is two pictures of that. In this picture where I am laying down, I tried to emulate the sort of shit-eating grin a lot of the guys do. I couldn't really do it properly because I don't know how they do it. It's incredibly stupid and it's incredibly unnatural. But those were the set of pictures. You'll notice that over time, I began taking more pictures each day. So there is that to also note. So then we come to another day. Here we are. This time I'm also still on my bed, and I am using a blanket as a prop to cover half of my face. Might as well bring Whale Shark Boy now. These next set of pictures I had took with Whale Shark Boy. Once again, same pose, just multiple pictures. So I'm really beginning to capture sort of the process of what they do. I may not be good at it, and I might not be very talented, but I'm beginning to capture the process of how they do it. And look at me, a little sad face here. We have doing sort of my signature move, except you're above me now. And it's slightly blurry. This is probably the best picture I took in this sort of set of pictures. Actually, I changed my mind. This is probably the best picture since you can't see my face. Here we are, a little bit of my signature move again. And there I am, sitting down, truly revolutionary. And that was the last photo I took. I didn't take any more since. But before I tell you what I've learned, comment down below if you're still alive from watching this. I hope I didn't kill anyone from the cringe. Comment down below which was your favorite picture. I know it's so hard to choose, they're all so terrible, but whichever one gets the most comments or the most, posts, I guess, will be the new profile pic. That's what we'll do. So, choose wisely. One of the biggest things I've learned from doing this is you sort of have to be born with it, right? You just have to have a certain, you just can't do it. Not everyone can do it. It is certainly a skill that I think most people have to be born with. This is something where a doofus can just hold up a camera and do it. You really have to know what you're doing to get, the best of everything. Next thing I learned is you really have to be attractive to be doing these things. I think the reason why guys get away with this is because they are attractive. You can't be ugly and be doing these things like I'm doing. Of course, I might be able to get away with this because I'm doing this sort of as an ironic test. I will admit, in the beginning, it was really cringe. I could barely take one photo without dying. However, towards the end, I could actually take photos of myself, look at them through, and then say, this one's not very good, without dying of cringe, which is why I was able to get so many photos. Unlike the first few that we saw. So the goal of sort of taking more photos of you by force, so you get more comfortable sort of taking photos with you, worked. I said you sort of have to be born with it. You have to be born with a lot of things in order to sort of pull off this douchebag sort of thing. I don't have really any of those traits, so that's why I don't really think I'm sort of meant to be this sort of douchebag with stupid TikToks, POV TikToks and stuff. First of all, I actually have some level of shame. Second of all, I am not very attractive. So those are two pretty big things that you would need to sort of accomplish this. I mean, when you think about it, imagine you're online and you have a group of people who are of the opposite gender, which is really important for guys. Basically saying, you're hot shit, you're sexy, you're so hot, marry me, all that stuff. Don't you think that would, sort of increase the ego? Don't you think that would sort of, make them so they're a little bit narcissistic and full of themselves? I 100% see a bunch of people, even people who hate on people like E-Boys, sort of slipping into that if they had the same things they had. However, those are just my thoughts, of course. People are going to disagree with me. That sort of concludes my experimentation of this, doing this. Now, of course, there are a lot of signature shots missing here. I could not take any video because I died of shame still, so that's still a work in progress. There's no shirtless shots of me, no mirror shirtless shots of me flexing every single muscle fiber in my body. There's no shot of me, with my tongue out. I can't do that, never will do that. There's no shots of me, I don't know. It's difficult to do. I think it's almost as if I have newfound respect for the people who do take these photos, even though I still don't like them and I still think they're quite ignorant, I guess you could say. I have some newfound respect because it does take some skill to be looking at a camera like that. That concludes this episode of ASMR 16 Douchebag Shameful Edition. I was never going to talk about this, though I decided to, and this is probably going to be a video, my most shameful video. I am ashamed for what I have done, and I will atone with my sins by uploading this ASMR video. I hope you enjoyed all, 2 of you still watching this video. The police are outside of my house because I killed 15 people.